Muscovy ducks, a common sight throughout South Florida neighborhoods. Muscovies are ducks with long, flattened tails, large claws for feet, and their heads are covered in a pinkish-red caruncles. Muscovies come in several colors. Probably the most numerous is the white. Any Muscovy that has black and white coloring or spotted is called a pied. They also come in buff, brown, chocolate, lilac, and blue light colors. Males are larger than females. Many individuals believe the Muscovies are more of a goose than a duck. For instance, they do not quack. The males make a hissing sound, while the females make a sound known as a pip. Muscovies have a crest on the top of their head that they can raise at will. During the mating season, a male will often raise this crest to fend off other males and claim his dominance. He will also raise this crest to impress the females and help to get them in the mood for mating. Muscovies communicate with one another by wagging their tails and raising and lowering their heads. Females can lay up to 20 eggs. It takes 35 days for the eggs to hatch. Once the eggs begin to hatch, it may take 24 hours for all the chicks to break through their shells. When the chicks are born, they usually stay with their mothers for about 10 to 12 weeks. Their bodies cannot produce all the heat they need, especially in temperate regions, so they stay close to their mother, especially at night. The male Muscovy walks with the young during their normal travels in search for food, providing protection. They nest in tree cavities or on the ground, under shrubs in the yard, apartment complexes, under tool sheds, or close to a pond. Females make a pip sound to signal chicks to stay close. If they wander off, they are easy prey for snap turtles, herons, ospreys, storks, white ibis, and even get run over by automobiles. Sometimes ducklings and adult Muscovy legs are injured and even bitten off by turtles in the lakes that they swim in. When ducklings step out of line, they usually get pecked by some of the other adult Muscovies. These ducks are not protected by certain state wildlife regulations in Florida, but they do fall within state animal cruelty laws. Wildlife experts recommend that although feeding the Muscovy ducks may be an enjoyable pastime in parks and lakes, they are not a domesticated animal and should be left to forage for their food naturally. Their diet is comprised of vegetation and insects, both of which are abundant in our tropical climate. Their droppings have disease, so state laws try to enforce these rules. Where do they come from? The term Muscovy means from the Moscow region, but these ducks are neither native there nor were they introduced there before they became known in Western Europe. It is not clear how the term came about. It very likely originated in the 1600s, but did not become widespread until somewhat later. They are native to Mexico, Central, and South America. Small wild and breeding populations have established themselves in the United States, particularly in South Florida and the lower Rio Grande Valley of Texas. Although the Muscovy duck is a tropical bird, it adapts well to cooler climates around the globe. Each duck seems to have his or her own unique personality. People find them interesting to watch. They are friendly, nice, and just fun to have around the place.